Introduction: a city of divine promise and human strife, Jerusalem. A city revered by billions. A city fought over for millennia. A city that stands at the crossroads of faith, history, and politics. Jerusalem is not just a place, it is a symbol of divine promise, a symbol of human aspiration, and tragically a symbol of conflict. To understand why Jerusalem lies at the heart of the Jewish-Arab conflict, we must delve into its history. We must explore its spiritual significance. We must examine the political and cultural forces that have shaped its destiny. This is the story of Jerusalem, a story of faith, power, and struggle. Part 1. The ancient roots of Jerusalem's significance. 1. Jerusalem, in Jewish tradition for Jews, Jerusalem is the eternal capital. It is the city of King David, the city where Solomon built the first temple. The temple was the holiest site in Judaism. It housed the Ark of the Covenant. It was the center of Jewish worship and identity. In 586 BCE, the Babylonians destroyed the first temple. The Jews were exiled to Babylon, but they never forgot Jerusalem. They vowed to return, and they did. In 516 BCE, the second temple was built. It stood for centuries as a symbol of Jewish resilience. In 70 CE, the Romans destroyed the second temple. Only the Western Wall remained. Today, the Western Wall is the holiest site where Jews can pray. Jerusalem is mentioned over 600 times in the Hebrew Bible. It is central to Jewish prayers, rituals, and identity. For Jews, Jerusalem is not just a city. It is the heart of their faith, the heart of their history, the heart of their hope. 2. Jerusalem in Christian tradition. For Christians, Jerusalem is the city of Jesus. It is where Jesus preached, performed miracles, and was crucified. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre stands on the site of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. It is one of the most sacred sites in Christianity. Pilgrims from around the world visit Jerusalem to walk in Jesus' footsteps. Jerusalem is also central to Christian eschatology. It is believed to be the site of the second coming of Christ. For Christians, Jerusalem is a city of redemption, a city of divine promise, a city of eternal significance. 3. Jerusalem in Islamic tradition. For Muslims, Jerusalem is the third holiest city after Mecca and Medina. It is the site of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock. According to Islamic tradition, Prophet Muhammad was transported from Mecca to Jerusalem during the night journey. From there, he ascended to heaven. The Dome of the Rock marks the spot of his ascension. The Al-Aqsa Mosque is the first Qibla, the direction Muslims faced during prayer before it was changed to Mecca. Jerusalem is mentioned in the Quran as a blessed place. For Muslims, Jerusalem is a city of spiritual significance, a city of divine connection, a city of Islamic heritage. Part 2. The historical battles for Jerusalem. 1. The Roman era and the destruction of the Second Temple. In 70 CE, the Romans destroyed the Second Temple. This was a catastrophic event for the Jewish people. The temple was the center of Jewish life. Its destruction marked the beginning of the Jewish diaspora. Jerusalem was renamed Aelia Capitolina. Jews were barred from entering the city. This period of exile and displacement deepened the Jewish connection to Jerusalem. It became a symbol of longing, a symbol of return, a symbol of hope. 2. The Byzantine era and Christian rule. In the 4th century, Christianity became the dominant religion of the Roman Empire. Jerusalem became a center of Christian pilgrimage. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre was built. The city was adorned with churches and monasteries, but tensions between Christians, Jews, and other groups persisted. Jerusalem remained a contested city, a city of faith, a city of conflict. 3. The Islamic conquest and the Umayyad Caliphate. In 638 CE, Jerusalem was conquered by the Islamic Caliphate. The Umayyad Caliph Abd al-Malik built the Dome of the Rock in 691 CE. It was a symbol of Islamic power and faith. The Al-Aqsa Mosque was also constructed. Jerusalem became a center of Islamic culture and learning. For Muslims, it was a city of peace, a city of coexistence. But for Jews and Christians, it was a city under foreign rule, a city of longing, a city of struggle. 4. The Crusades and the Christian Kingdom of Jerusalem. In 1099, the Crusaders captured Jerusalem. They massacred its Muslim and Jewish inhabitants. The city became the capital of the Christian Kingdom of Jerusalem. But Muslim forces led by Saladin recaptured Jerusalem in 1187. Saladin allowed Jews and Christians to remain in the city. Jerusalem became a symbol of Islamic victory, a symbol of tolerance, a symbol of resilience. 5. The Ottoman era and the decline of Jerusalem. In 1517, Jerusalem became part of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans ruled the city for 400 years. They restored the city walls and built mosques, schools, and public fountains. But Jerusalem declined in importance. It became a backwater of the empire, a city of neglect, a city of poverty. Yet for Jews, Christians, and Muslims, it remained a city of faith, a city of hope, a city of dreams. Part 3. The modern struggle for Jerusalem. 1. The British Mandate and the rise of nationalism. After World War I, the Ottoman Empire collapsed. Britain took control of Jerusalem under the League of Nations mandate. The city became a focal point of Jewish and Arab nationalism. Jews sought to establish a homeland in Palestine. Arabs resisted this idea. Jerusalem became a city of tension, a city of conflict, a city of competing claims. 2. The 1948 War and the division of Jerusalem. In 1948, Israel declared independence. Arab states invaded. Jerusalem was divided. West Jerusalem became part of Israel. East Jerusalem, including the Old City, was occupied by Jordan. The Jewish quarter of the Old City was destroyed. Jews were barred from visiting their holy sites. For Jews, this was a profound loss, a loss of heritage, a loss of connection, a loss of hope. 3. The 1967 War and the reunification of Jerusalem. In 1967, Israel captured East Jerusalem during the Six-Day War. The city was reunified under Israeli control. For Jews, this was a moment of triumph, a moment of redemption, a moment of return. But for Palestinians, it was a moment of loss, a moment of occupation, a moment of despair. 4. The Israeli annexation and international controversy. In 1980, Israel annexed East Jerusalem. It declared Jerusalem its eternal and undivided capital. The international community rejected this move. Most countries do not recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. The status of Jerusalem remains one of the most contentious issues in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. For Israelis, Jerusalem is the heart of their nation. For Palestinians, it is the heart of their aspirations. For the world, it is the heart of a conflict that seems without end. Part 4. The human stories of Jerusalem. 1. The Jewish connection. For Jews, Jerusalem is more than a city. It is a symbol of survival, a symbol of resilience, a symbol of hope. The Western Wall is a place of prayer, a place of tears, a place of dreams. Every year, Jews around the world say, "Next year in Jerusalem." It is a prayer for redemption, a prayer for peace, a prayer for unity. 2. The Palestinian connection. For Palestinians, Jerusalem is more than a city. It is a symbol of identity, a symbol of heritage, a symbol of resistance. The Al-Aqsa Mosque is a place of worship, a place of community, a place of pride. For Palestinians, Jerusalem is the capital of their future state, a state they have yet to achieve, a state they continue to fight for. 3. The Christian connection. For Christians, Jerusalem is more than a city. It is a symbol of faith, a symbol of sacrifice, a symbol of salvation. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre is a place of pilgrimage, a place of reflection, a place of renewal. For Christians, Jerusalem is a reminder of Jesus' life and teachings, a reminder of love, a reminder of hope. Part 5. The future of Jerusalem. 1. The two-state solution. Many believe that Jerusalem should be the shared capital of Israel and Palestine. West Jerusalem would be the capital of Israel. East Jerusalem would be the capital of Palestine. This solution aims to balance the competing claims of both sides, but it faces significant challenges. Settlements, security, and sovereignty are major obstacles. The two-state solution remains the most widely supported path to peace, but it is also the most elusive. 2. The one-state solution. Some argue that Jerusalem should be the capital of a single binational state, a state where Jews and Arabs live as equals, a state where Jerusalem is a city of coexistence. But this idea faces resistance from both sides. Many Israelis fear losing their Jewish majority. Many Palestinians fear losing their national identity. The one-state solution is a vision of unity, but it is also a vision of uncertainty. 3. The role of the international community. The international community has a crucial role to play. It must support efforts to build trust. It must encourage dialogue. It must promote peace. Jerusalem is not just a local issue. It is a global issue. A city that belongs to the world. A city that must be preserved for future generations. A city of hope and healing. Jerusalem. A city of faith. A city of conflict. A city of dreams. For Jews, it is the heart of their identity. For Muslims, it is the heart of their heritage. For Christians, it is the heart of their hope. The struggle for Jerusalem is a struggle for meaning, a struggle for belonging, a struggle for peace. As we look to the future, let us remember the words of the psalmist. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. Let us strive for a Jerusalem that is a city of peace, a city of coexistence, a city of hope.